guess what time it is? It's giveaway time because yours truly just hit 50,000 subscribers. Woo woo! 2 years it took, but I did it. So we are going to have a live giveaway. Now I will put the date of this live giveaway and the time of said giveaway in the description below. I have not made up my mind yet, but by the time I post this video, I will. So look down in the description for the date and time, and there are 3 simple rules. Make sure you're a subscriber of mine. Make sure you comment on this video and click the like button. That's all you have to do. This way, I know you're an official subscriber, and we'll take it from there. So what am I going to do for my giveaway? I have decided that because times are so tough and people watching me obviously like to do this type of thing that I do, acrylic pouring, resin art, mixed media, whatever it may be, I've decided to give away 5 $50 gift cards for my 50,000 subscriber giveaway. So I figured that would be the best way for me to give back to you so that you can go buy some supplies and do what you love to do. I hope that my channel will continue to bring you all some type of learning or some type of happiness, whether just something I do that makes you smile, or as I've been told, my laugh just melts some of your heart. But yeah, so I want to give back to you now. So that's what we're going to do. And yeah, it's going to be that simple. So just look in the description for the date and time, and we shall do that, my friends. And when we do that, I have a list of questions that have been asked to me. I was supposed to do it in the last giveaway, and then Corona struck, and I ended up with my grandson full time and just no time to go live ever, at a decent time, that is. So I'm going to answer those questions that you sent me, which are some really, really good questions. And you know, my channel grows very slowly, and it's because I teach. If I were to stop teaching and just plop up a video really quick, a 10-minute video every day, it would grow a lot faster. But I like to teach. That's why I started this. I didn't start it to gain popularity or, you know, be a huge channel, but it does feel good when you hit a milestone like 50,000 subscribers. So I'm not going to complain about that. I absolutely love you all. And now I'm going to do a little piece of art for you. So let's watch that. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment below. And look in the description for the day and time of the giveaway. Before we get started, I just wanted to show you really quickly 2 pieces of art that are for sale. This is a diptych Dutch pour, so both panels are included. It has 1 coat of resin on it so far. It will receive another coat tonight. All the imperfections will be fixed. You can see with 1 coat, you'll always have that little bit of edge showing through, and that bothers me. So, and it's a personal preference, so I always do 2 coats on my pieces. And then we have this little guy here that needs a home. 8-inch round wood sides that are coated with resin. I domed the resin so it looks like it's a glass coat on top of it. Or a cover, I should say, like a cabochon. But this one I added glitter. So I'm calling it Twinkle Twinkle because it twinkles. It's really pretty. And that's also, it also has interference colors, primary elements in it. So they shift a bit. This was more of a pastel piece. But anyway, you see those nice edges, how they're domed. I'm going to do still one more layer on this to finish off the sides nicely and make sure there are 0 imperfections. I just came in to film and have hit a roadblock. I don't know how he found his way in here because he's blind, but he did. So let me remove said roadblock. So let me go over the color palette really quick with you. Now, all of these paints are mixed with Vivid Enamel. This right here, sold by Colourarte. I do have a coupon code in the description below. And they are also mixed with Polycrylic. Clear gloss, okay? The ratio is 2 parts Vivid Enamel to 1 part of the Polycrylic. So we have 24 karat gold by Deco Art. This here is Muted Violet by Liquitex. Then we have a primary elements, Jasmine. Okay? Now the primary elements are not mixed with tube paint or anything. They are on their own. I know some people use them mixed into their paints. You can do it that way. If you want the true color of the product, you use it on its own, okay? So that's Jasmine. Then I have Bright Aqua Green. Then here I have Northern Lights. So you can see the color shift really good there. So it goes from a baby blue to a really pretty purple. Then this here would be Muted Turquoise. And then the last color I have, I took 3 primary elements, mixed them together, and made my own custom phthalo green shade of the primary elements. So I used for that a little tiny bit of Paynes gray, a little bit of Mystique, and a little bit of Peacock feather. And then my white is Amsterdam acrylic white mixed with American Floetrol. So let me explain these funky tools that I found. I was on Amazon and I was looking for something different to swipe with, and I found these palette knives and I am so excited. Okay, these things are just so unique and they make such cool designs. I'm going to be using this one today and maybe one other. It's a 9-piece set. It's called FX Effects is the company. And you can see here, aren't those cool? I did put them in my Amazon shop for anybody that is interested. That is also in the description. Okay, so I want to do a Starburst swipe, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I have my black paint on my canvas, which is black house paint. I get it at Walmart. It's the brand Colorplace, and it's thinned down with water. So I will give you the measurement that I used for this 16-ounce cup worth of paint. I filled it up halfway with the house paint and then 50% with water. So it's not really thin. It's pretty thick still, but it's manageable. How thick is it? Let me show you on one of these colors that I have here that you'll actually be able to see how thick it is. When you swipe, you want your paints to be a little bit on the thicker side, okay? It'll hold a nice pattern. So that's, all of the paints are the same exact thickness. Very important in acrylic pouring. I cannot stress that enough, that it needs to all be the same thickness, or else when you go to tilt it will, some colors will move faster than others and it will ruin the design. This is the Northern Lights color. I'm just showing you the primary elements. And then, you know, if you do a Dutch pour and they're not all the same consistency, when you go to blow the paint, certain colors will move faster than the others, ruining the design. So they need to be the same thickness. Okay? All right, let's get swiping with these cool tools. I'm so excited to use them. I love finding new things. I really do. So what I'm going to do is I'll do one puddle with you guys to see how I'm stacking up the colors. And then I'll pause you and I'll do the other three first puddles, okay? So I'm going to put down a small amount of the gold first, right here. Actually, that's probably way too far out. So I'm going to come in a little bit closer to the center. So we're going to start right here. Make believe that other puddle doesn't exist. Here, I'll show you the pattern that I'm going to do the first puddles in. So we'll do one here. We'll do one here. And then we'll do one here. Okay? So we technically have 5, but we're only concentrating on these 4. So the next color I'm going to do will be the muted violet. Then I'm going to do the jasmine. The bright aqua green will be next. Northern Lights. See, I'm stacking or trying to stack those primary elements on top of the 2 paint colors, because primary elements are, that was the muted turquoise. Primary elements are semi-transparent in nature, meaning you can see through them a little bit. So having that solid color underneath really helps them shine. That's the custom color I made. And then the white will come when I come back onto camera, but I'm going to do the 3 other puddles, okay? And then I'll be right back. Okay, so because I screwed up and put that puddle there and changed my mind, I decided to make it match, okay? So now here comes the white with the Floetrol in it. Now the reason why this works with a recipe like this is because Floetrol promotes cells. And because none of these paints here have cells, if I were to swipe them right now, none of these paints have Floetrol. So if I were to swipe them right now, you wouldn't get cells. But because this one color has the Floetrol in it, it's going to be like a cell activator. So you can almost think of it like silicone, although it's totally different. But it does the same job that a silicone would do. So these puddles are very, very wide for me to be using this thin palette knife. Hopefully I can do something funky here. Well, maybe we'll use a couple of them. We'll see how it goes. So you see, I'm just putting the white around the base where I'm going to be swiping outwards towards the edge, okay? So that's why I am doing that, right at the edge there. So we need this color to swipe up and out. All right, so let's do this. Let's add a little more white at the base of this puddle. So make sure I grab some white when I swipe right at that bottom. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Let's start with this one here. Go straight up like that. Okay. Let's go straight out like this. I lost contact there, but that's okay. We have a long way to go here. And now I'm trying lefty, which I cannot do anything with my left hand, so that was a bad idea. Okay, so that's that first palette knife. Let's try these little, I call it a frog's foot. See how that works. Give you a little demo, product demo. I think I paid $20 or $25 for these, the set of 9. I'm going to add a little more white here. Great. So now let's go back to the other one. That was a nice one. You just keep adding the white wherever you want to grab the color and pull it out. Eventually we'll make some kind of a pretty flower, sun, starburst, whatever you want to call it. We'll get something going here. Don't you worry. The worst case scenario, if you don't like it, scrape it and start again. Like, I was worried about these colors on the black background, but that was why I started with the gold and ended with the darker colors on top so that you would be able to see all the colors. If you hear snoring, that's Clyde. He refused to move. Excuse my arm for 1 second. Okay. So now right here, I'm going to add a little more color. So I added another puddle of color. Add a little bit of white. And we're going to pull that one out. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to do one more right here, and then we're going to get a thinner tool to go in between those. Let's see if I can do this left-handed again, which is going to be a big fat negative. It is what it is. So now, let's see here. We have all kinds of shapes here. Let's see. That pulls it way out. Right? I know some of you are probably screaming right now, but this is to test out these tools, not necessarily art. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that one. That was this here. Not that you can see it. The ragged end. And then there's even thinner ones. And these big fat boys here. Whoop, hold on. Hold on. That one may be too thin for this. Let's try this one here. Just scraping here. Yeah, I like the this jagged. Let's try this jagged one here. I like those jagged ones, I think, the best. Okay, so now that I've gone and done that, get my little I'm going to put a few more dots of color in and just pull them out over certain areas. So again, I'll start with the gold. I'm going to go right here. I'm going to do one right there. One there. Okay, so that's going to be my next setup for my next puddles. I'm going to pause you and put all the colors on top. here's the last one I want to try out. Okay, so I'm going to put my white again now that I have my 4 puddles made. Just like so. And here we go. I like that one. That one I really like. I'm wiping this off in between each swipe so that I don't make a muddy mess. Then we're going to do one more here. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these little tiny, I think they're for clay work, they're silicone tipped. I'm just going to use them to kind of pull some little tiny pieces of color out, strings of color, pieces. Just like so. At this point, there's, you know, just touching up and kind of bringing it all together. So you kind of have to just stop, take a look, see where things are going. You can also use, if you don't have anything like this, you can use a skewer. I have these skewers here. They are for shish kebabs, for Weber sells them, and a couple other brands. These will pull out paint really nicely too. Okay, the thicker it is, the thicker the line will be. Okay. So I'm going to pause, you guys. I'm just going to keep doing this for a while until I get a painting that I think is halfway decent. As for the center, you can pull your colors in, do a little loop-de-loos or whatever you want to do in that center. Use your imagination. Okay, so I will be right back with the close-up. So here is my Starburst. Let me show you the pretty colors. That's what I did with the center, just twirled things in. You see all the sparkle from those primary elements. That's where that sparkle is coming from. And I think it's pretty. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget, please subscribe. Click the like. And comment below to be entered in for the giveaway. Yes, yes, my friends, 50,000. I'm so excited. This will look really, really pretty with some resin over it once it's done, once it's dry. All right, so the link for the palette knives, if you're interested, are in my Amazon shop. I will also link them right when you start reading the description. You'll see the link for them there and in the comment section. Check out my Etsy shop, my Facebook group, United We Pour with Tammy and Lisa. I run that with Lisa Wyatt Art. So come on over. The description has the link for that also. You can share your artwork. We have monthly contests and giveaways. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of help and a lot of fun. Well, my friends, I will say adieu. I will bid you adieu. And until next time, happy pouring.